I believe we were fighting some dragonish things.
Yeah.
Dragonborns with wings.
Dragonkin, I think those are called.
Something like that, yeah. So, man, I am really blanking on what we were doing.
We
We
were leaving.
watched a rat burn. We tried to we saved about 80% of it. We left Simimar and explained what happened when he went back.
Yep, came back. Turns out dragons love the smell of fire and ash and dead people, so they were burning the rest of the city down and killing everyone there. No survivors at all. 100% concluded.
I believe
And
you.
and what happened when you left, or you were trying to leave?
Well, instead of getting caught, the cosmos decided to smite me for my foolishness and rained meteors upon me.
And when you got
Fortunately,
back, sorry, you.
go ahead.
When you caught back up with us, then we ran into the other dragonkin, and then we proceeded to push on to the farm. And it was the wee hours of the morning, and we arrived at the farm.
Right. So we left off basically with you guys going to sleep, right?
Well, with me definitely going to sleep. I don't know about the others.
Fair enough. I
Well,
shouldn't assume.
Akito looks like he hasn't got even though they were resting for a long time, it doesn't look like Akito has gotten a ounce of sleep in, so he is crashing. Ground, no beds, fucking animals.
Oh, right. Okay, I get you.
That's why I kept mentioning last time. Akito kept tossing and turning. He was not comfortable.
Yeah, no, understood. Okie dokie. Anyone else opposed to going to sleep or have an agenda before they go to sleep? No. Okay. Well, just as many times before, you guys are aware that the group who frequents this facility, they keep watch, so you don't have to worry about that. Let's go with. So you all spend the next. I believe some of you only takes 4 hours to rest fully. So Thea and I think Mr.
I think
Cinemar.
pretty much everyone besides Seminar is done sleeping in less than 4 hours.
Well, for long rest's sake, you have to sleep 6 hours and have 2 hours light activity.
Right.
Thea has a special feature that makes it so where his long rest happen in 4 hours. It is called early riser. Basically cuts the time in half that it takes to do long rests and short rests. Very useful. So then, if Thea's the only one awake at hour 4, he's gonna basically just start Do I have any of those potions left? Yes, so that means I only gain back 2 of my reagent dice. And those potions are good for another 12 hours. I guess he's gonna get a head start on his 4th level feature. Then if there's nobody else who is long rested by hour 4, everybody should be awake by hour 8 at this point. So you guys may gain the benefits of long rest.
Woo!
Whatever that entails for you. Spell slot or spell points, get those back. Regain half your hit dice if you expended hit dice. Features, etc., etc. So, what is the group's first objective?
I wanted to talk to Scarlett's character. Man, I am blanking.
Alice.
Alice, yes, I wanted to talk to Alice, but unfortunately the player is not here. So
She's working on it.
yeah, so I'm gonna put that on the back burner. I think what
Speak and they shall return.
Huzzah! The demon summoning ritual has been completed. Might needed a little bit more goat's blood.
Seems like it. I see her mic lighting up, but not making any noise. Well, while she's trying to figure that out, Simamar, you would once again notice, as you're waking up and getting ready for the day, you swear you've seen Thea in 2 places again.
Well, not gonna question it. This is the new normal. Thea's got all sorts of weird, wacky deity stuff going on, so not gonna mess with that. But we should go find either the farmstead elder or whoever's in charge if one of the super farmers isn't around. Because they should probably know that Ararat got razed to the ground by dragons after the government from Arcset attempted to raze it to the ground.
Cool. Anyone object?
Crickets.
No.
Well, Alice's device is echoing us.
And that's where it's coming from. Thank
Okie dokie. Well, you would know that you can find there's like a bigger house on the property away from where you guys have been staying, which is the guest house. You could look there. There's a couple outbuildings. You do see several farm hands tending to crops or various animals.
Well, sounds like that's the place to go, to the big house. The manor, so to speak.
Didn't we come from the big house?
Oh wait, we're already here?
No, never mind.
Oh, I get it. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, knocking on the door, see if anyone's home.
The door will open and you will see a nicely dressed man. He appears to be some sort of wait staff, perhaps a butler. Good morning.
Good morning, good sir. I was wondering if the master of the home is here.
Unfortunately, I think the master is still out with the rest of the group.
Is there any way that you can get a message or a sending stone to them?
Oh, yes.
Right. If you could let them know that Arcset came under attack, we went over and dealt with the situation. Arcset basically sent a team in because they weren't paying tribute. But that was resolved. Unfortunately, though, Arcset was still raided by dragons in the middle of the night, and everything's gone.
That is unfortunate.
Yeah, it really sucked. So, yep, that's what happened with that. Sorry to say.
Well, I will do my best to inform them. They should be back this afternoon, though. In fact, I think they had something they wanted us to discuss with you.
Oh,
Is that better? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Can y'all hear yourselves?
I cannot hear myself.
I don't believe so.
Okay. Okay. For some reason, I'm getting a lot of static and I can't figure out why, but we'll work through it.
Oh, just to get this out of the way, I should have mentioned. As you guys woke up, you saw a note on Chakra's bed. Basically describing that he's gone out training for a couple days. Is there something else you require?
Looks around at the anyone who joined him. Do you guys have anything?
Well, if they'll be back at midday, we should stick around here.
Sounds like a good idea to me.
Okie doke. So, how would you like to fill your time?
I'm gonna work on my level 4 class feature.
Okay.
I'm gonna bother Alice. Now that she's here.
Bother me how?
Righto. So, I vaguely recall you saying something about not hitting the sleeping person, and I was very pissed off and cranky, and I decided to hit him anyway, and I just wanted to apologize for, not listening to you.
Everyone makes mistakes. I'm just glad that I was actually able to put him to sleep. I'm trying this whole music thing out.
I mean, I think you're doing a pretty good job. Sounds good.
I appreciate that.
Well, I'm off to go swing a stick around because, that's kind of my thing.
Thea says
Have
he will
fun
join
with
you in
it.
swinging sticks.
Woo! Actually, speaking of, say Thea.
Yes.
Have you had a moment to take a look at those meteors I kind of heaped at you?
Ah. Yeah. Those.
They just rocks, or is anything special with them?
I mean, they're rocks, but they also have a measure of magic left from their conjuration.
Oh, that sounds pretty good.
But beyond that, I would need to study them further.
Well, I mean, nothing's gonna happen overnight, so it's just good to know that they're not just rocks.
Right. Not just rocks.
I feel like there's something hidden in that statement, but
I mean, it is he's not really great at like deception. There is clearly a little bit of like, when you look at someone and just know they don't know what they're talking about.
right,
They just got
yeah.
that look on their face. That's exactly what this Thea looks like.
That's what I'm hearing from the voice because I can't see your face.
True, fair enough.
That's what I'm getting from the tone, and I'm just rolling with it. So
Yeah.
if we do have the time to work on class features and stuff, then I would do that as well.
Sure, we got some. You got some time until they at least come back. So he said that he thinks they're coming this afternoon, but you don't know for certain. What would everyone else be up to? Let's see.
Freshen up, clean up after, being on the road, and then just wander around the farm. If there is need, Ghost can help while I watch and, implement.
How much time are we talking about?
You're not sure. You think till at least this afternoon. but it could be longer because they are out trying to do something. He didn't really get enough information about that.
And
So
I am
most people are just
spending.
starting on.
Okay, then I'm spending the day relaxing and practicing the harp. I don't like to go outside in broad daylight. Hurts my eyes.
Fair. So Akito is helping out where he can. Alice is just relaxing. Thea, Hazir, and Simamar are all working on their class feature. Again, how about you, Emmerich? What are you
Emmerich
up to?
will just be trying to be helpful if he possibly can.
Okay.
Kind of, I guess, go between the groups, and I guess if someone needs help with training, help with that. Someone needs help, like as a farmhand, he'll help with that. So just trying to be helpful, pretty much.
Gotcha. So I'd say between Emmerich and Akito, you guys help out with various groups throughout the day, like farmhands that need, moving some heavier equipment, or in Akito's case, you probably directing more than helping, but you call it helping, or Ghost is helping.
Yes, exactly.
But yeah, so you guys accomplish quite a bit of tasks. The people on the farm are grateful. They definitely have way too much work to do for the amount of people that are here right now. Samar, you're able to at least get a good start in on what you're trying to practice, honing in on your skills.
I got a
making them better.
feeling.
Oh, that would have done it. Yeah. Sorry, just looking at some stuff that Thea can learn, and I just realized why swinging that greatsword was a bad idea. He has no proficiency in martial weapons. It's ironic. The feature does not require you to have proficiency, but it should. Anyway, so I'm gonna say it rolls around 1,500. No, it's 1,400. So we'll just say about around 1,500, give or take. You guys are all doing your various tasks, relaxations, training, and you'll notice a group of individuals riding hard and fast on yellow chocobos. And I mean, they're like tearing out at full speed towards the farm.
Should we be worried about that?
I would say so. Let's go see what the commotion's about, shall we?
Move in that direction. Yes, Emmerich, I believe. Unless they are the ones that helped us out originally. This is bad.
Guess the only way to find out is to go say hello.
Very good.
Thea's gotta make a perception check. Yeah. They kind of look like the group that brought us from Arcset, only bloodier, a lot bloodier. And you'll see here in a moment. They get closer. You'll see even the chocobos are covered in a a modest amount of blood.
Oh, jeez.
and
No,
they
it's not.
they barely stop before 3 of them are off their chocobos, coming down to a 4th who looks severely injured as they pull him down from the chocobo, and they're like just carrying him into one of the outbuildings.
Well, I know little healing magic. Do you think they have a cleric?
I mean,
Go
you guys
over
have
and
spent
help.
like 2 to 4 weeks here at this point. I would say, just based upon casual conversation and observation, you have not met a single cleric.
Okay. Gonna go see if I can help. Yeah.
Anyone else accompanying him?
Yeah, I'm
Emmerich
heading
will
that
do the
direction.
same, see if he can
Sure.
provide what little he can.
I'm intrigued.
As Akito walks away, you hear, "Psst."
Yes.
Thea just throws you a bag.
A bag.
Inside, you'll find 5 healing potions, just in case they're needed.
Ah, yes. Thank you. Give him the ghost.
I mean, the party has an alchemist. Might as well use them, right? Anyway, as you enter the outbuilding, you guys have had a good amount of experience now dealing with combat situations and the blood that results. This appears to be a lot more blood than expected. And as you approach, you'll notice the individual that they're trying to treat is missing an arm and like the bottom half of his foot, his left foot. So he's missing his right arm and the bottom of his left foot.
What the fuck happened?
And he's bleeding from his nose, his eyes, his ears, and possibly his mouth.
Ghost is gonna rush over with the bag. Is there someone like tending to him, or?
Right now, they're just trying to hold him down while they examine the wounds as best as they can. With they're pulling off, they're trying to do medicine checks.
Okay.
She's gonna start handing potions or forcing him down.
Well, it's not much, but divine power is rich and nourishing. It offers the strength to rise again to those who have lost their strength. And I just repeatedly cast Cure Wounds on him 3 times.
Okay.
So, would you like me to roll those?
Yes. To decide who actually took the damage.
28.
Were those regular healing potions that you gave?
Yes. Thea can only make regular healing potions. He hasn't come into contact with the suspicious ones yet.
Wait a second. That should be +5 because it rolled my charisma, not my wisdom. So 9, 13, and 12.
9, 13, and 12. Okay.
25, 34.
So with you casting Cure Wounds, you notice it does seem to alleviate some of the wounding, but this individual is like, oh, if I drop him on them, he would be still considered badly injured.
Right.
I think Emmerich was saying something too.
Yeah, Emmerich's gonna try some lay on hands, see if that That will give him any amount of soothing. Oh, God. Equal to your power level times 5. So 15 points of healing in total.
He's still looking really worse for wear, but he is definitely looking better from when you guys first walked up to him.
Okay, that's improvement.
He's not bleeding out of the stump of his arm anymore.
Hey, that's important.
But I need to do some math real quick.
It was 35 from his healing pots.
Yeah, but I have to. So, other things going on.
That's fair.
So you said it was 9, 13, and 12 from yours, Simar?
Yep, 34 total.
So 9, so 34. Okay, that'll make this much easier. So minute calculator. Well, luckily I have a computer in front of me. So and then Emmerich gave plus 15. So if we're saying, so once you start administering the potions, something strange is happening. Aikido. You would notice that, and I'm going to say just because of the way that this particular scenario works, we'll say that you can do these one at a time because it's going to matter.
Okay.
So as soon as you administer the first one, he does not appear to be getting better from this point on. He just appears to be getting more pale. Would you continue to give him potions?
But when they administered like the curing, he seemed to have an effect.
Yes.
I would say no.
So you'd stop after the first one?
Yeah.
Okay, so consider it you've only consumed one.
Is the guy still like making noise? Is he still moving around?
Yes, because even with the triage that you've given him thus far between the lay on hands, the curing of the wounds, and attempting to at least feed him some potion, he is still profusely bleeding out of his ears, eyes, nose, and mouth.
Not much that we can really do about that besides trying to plug the holes and stop the bleeding. Well, I'm not trained in medicine, but I guess I can help to put pressure on the wounds and try to get them to stop bleeding.
Okay.
Medicine check.
Yes, please.
Are we in a
Mm.
barn or what?
Yeah, you're kind of in a sort of like hayloft area. Except obviously they didn't carry him up a ladder, so you're on the bottom half of the hayloft, where they have several cots for workers. With an 11, you go to start administering what little first aid you do know. You know, because I'm sure at this point you at least have some combat oriented triage that you know. As you attempt to alleviate some of the bleeding, it seems like the harder you try, the more blood comes out.
Huh.
Roll me a d6.
Alright, rolling a d6.
Damn it. What are you gonna do? Stop it. There.
Not entirely sure, but we had the cure wounds. Had some effect. The bandages didn't. Ghost is gonna pick up some straw and turn it into blood and body and blood and try and put it. You said he's bleeding out his leg, he's missing a leg or something.
Missing the bottom of his foot, and he's missing his right arm.
So on his right arm, he's gonna try and put the straw, body and blood. That helps.
As you use this feature and attempt to heal him, more blood shoots out, almost like you poked a hole in him.
Can I make an Arcana check to see if this is some sort of curse or other magical effect?
Yes, you may.
Investigate him, Hazia.
Oh, not 20.
And you know, this was a relatively difficult check, so that's a pretty dang good clutch roll to come in there. Yeah. This is one of those curses that's subtle. You don't know what it is, but as soon as you start looking at it from a magical perspective, Hazir, you're not sure if it's just due to what you are on the inside or your unique scenario, but you see like these almost thin root like black roots that seem to be shifting through his blood vessels. But they're not like staying in one place, and they don't look like a worm. They more resemble like a tree root to you. And they are branching out from his heart.
Okay. Azir will say to the others, there's some sort of plant-like structure moving through his body. It's quite interesting.
I could try to splash some acid on it. Would that help?
It might. Go ahead.
What do the others here think? There's what, 3 other people trying to stop this man from dying?
Unfortunately, none of them have training in medical, I don't think.
Right, well, we should probably tell them that it looks like the harder that we work, the worse that it's getting. Let's let the flying sword guide us through this.
I don't know. I think Alice was on.
Alright, well, I will try to splash some acid here as soon as it is stopped being frozen. Okay, maybe there we go. Do I need to select anything, or do I just hit the thing?
You can target
Just
him.
yeah,
This
I
guy?
threw him up on. Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Let's see.
I mean, he fails those anyway.
Okay.
Well, it didn't seem to help. It certainly seemed to hinder him as his skin and clothes start to melt a little bit from the acid.
Hazir, you're a floating flaming sword. Couldn't you cauterize his wounds?
The acid doesn't cauterize the wounds. I don't know what a flame can do.
I suppose I could. He doesn't do anything.
Well, I mean, I suppose you're right. So, potions didn't work. Blood didn't work. Healing magic did work. And attempting to bandage him with mediocre medical skills didn't work. And acid didn't work. And God has left the building.
I'll
I don't
say
know.
to the people treating the people who came with the guy, what were you facing that did this to him?
A rather powerful fiend. One that we've never encountered before. And we did not win. We ran away.
A fiend who curses someone with a plant inside their body? Or something similar?
He didn't really speak any sort of incantation. It just sort of happened after he struck Taki with his claws.
And we could see this thing moving around inside of him.
Well, Hazir can. It's not obvious to anyone else. It is rather ironic that this entire group is like fighters. There's only like one wizard, and I don't think this wizard has any specialty in something like this.
Okay, I refreshed Foundry, and everything looks normal now. Everything was like inverted transparent somehow. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what it looked like. Everything looks fine now. So, sorry about that.
Oh, that's right. We don't use spell things, we have spell slots. Or not spell points, spell points. Alright, so that would have been all my spell points. Great.
Did the Jet, you mentioned there's a wizard in this group. Did they mention that at all? Are we aware that there's a wizard?
I mean, it depends on how obvious a wizard. Let me see, like, what gear they're wearing. It's not really obvious that they're a wizard because they're wearing battle armor, some really big gauntlets with this like weird launcher attached to it.
I know who you're talking about.
Would you say it's fair to say that while she is a wizard, it does not look like it?
I would agree with that statement.
Then I'll just ask, is there anyone here who can cast the Identify spell?
The wizard can.
Yes, she can.
I believe that identifies magical effects on what you cast it on.
Due to time is of the essence, she will cast it as a spell rather than a ritual. She would inform you that the Identify basically it's really complex because this is new. Like there are things that have similar effects, but this is nothing like she's ever seen before in terms of these effects being together. She doesn't know what the curse is called. She doesn't know what the plant creature thingy is, if it is a creature.
Plant creature.
But she does know that the negative effect this curse seems to have is the more healing one receives, the less healing they can receive later.
Huh.
Just magical healing or all kinds of healing?
All kinds of healing.
Even rest?
Yes, it's a curse, so.
Is the plant a creature or is the plant a plant?
She doesn't know.
I mean, it sounds like it's a parasite to me.
It wasn't identified as a magical effect or object when she cast Identify.
So, something a bit extreme, but considering the capabilities of everyone here, wouldn't it shouldn't his ear, you can locate or feel this, we're just going to call it a parasite for now. Do you think that you could stab it through him, like carefully?
Oh yes, absolutely. But he'll die.
I mean, he's gonna die anyway. But we don't have any clerics here. The nearest temple is at least 10 days away. Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna make it.
Is there any indication on how this spread? Maybe we should just, burn the infected?
You're not burning our friend.
I mean, I just have the interest of the greater good at heart.
And you're staying on our land.
Yeah, please don't set our hosts on fire.
Wasn't recommending anything, just putting ideas out there.
You said that it was delivered by the creature's claws. If this is an innate ability of the creature, perhaps killing it would end the effect.
Well, that is entirely possible, but that thing was more powerful than the entire group that we took. And we've been at this a while. So if we hunt this creature down, we'd have to bring more or hire someone stronger.
This sounds like a thing that we should totally not volunteer ourselves for, because we'll all die.
Azir, do
Probably.
you ever see this plant thing going out of his body or to a limb where a ghost could touch it?
Do I?
No, and never leaves the body. No, I mean you definitely don't feel like it leaves the body. It just seems to move around the blood vessels, bloodstream. And keep in mind, no one else can see this thus far.
If we have time, well, I mean, I'm not doing anything else. I will start ritually casting Detect Magic because I used up all my spell points like a genius.
Detect magic, you say?
There's something about this parasite. Seems similar to an Ifrit. Something elemental about it, perhaps?
So if it's an elemental, yeah, no, this is all way above my head. Wait, out of curiosity, senior adventuring party, how many of you were there when you first started hunting?
Six of us.
And I see these three and the guy on the table. Okay.
Yep.
What happened to the other two?
We don't know. The creature, its attacks were strange. If it didn't hit you with its claws. It impacted you with its tail, which normally is, basic creature, but every time it impacted someone with its tail, they would feel this pulling effect. And the other two, they did not resist hard enough. And they were pulled into what looked like a black cloud.
Hmm. Do you think that when you were battling this creature that you wounded it significantly? Did it retreat? Or you said that you all fled, right?
Yes, it was taking on a contingent of other adventurers who were in the area who saw us in distress and came to help.
Well, despite my better judgment, if I had to guess, the curse that's afflicting your friend would end if that creature dies. And if we go and try to find it now, hopefully we can track it down before it has time to recover, so that together we can slay it.
How far away was it?
About a day's ride.
Mm. So, out of game question. So we, as people inhabiting this world, have an understanding that an overnight's rest, or the long rest, so to speak, basically, essentially, the normal is super accelerated healing. Would it be right to assume that everything in this world follows the same, uh, I guess, logic, nature?
Yeah.
Okay. And that would be something that we, as characters, would understand, that that's just how this world is.
Mm-hmm. You've been told that the world is blessed by a divine being long ago, whose magic still permeates this universe to this day, and it is due to that magic intertwining with the weave that allows everybody to enjoy the benefits of accelerated healing.
Well, knowing that and hearing that it's at least a day's ride away, Seminar would definitely say well, that creature's probably fully recovered at this point. So uh, we're gonna need a better plan than just hunt it down.
Hit it with sticks.
I mean, I can do that. I don't know how effective it's gonna be, but I can do that.
I would offer to try to put it to sleep, but knowing, some people around here, that might not be effective once they decide to start hitting it.
Hey, I apologized already.
I wasn't talking about you.
Uh-huh.
Because some people.
Some people.
Jet, am I at all able to perceive where the parasite is in his body?
You can perceive it by feeling. It's not so much that you see it, it's you feel it because of your indirect kinship. So you would be able to tell with an accurate measure where it is at any given time.
So would I be able to say, if you make an incision here, Ghost will be able to touch it?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm going to try and, I don't have medicine. I have +0 to medicine, but,
You
I'll
have,
try to...
you can tell me. I have pretty good hands. I can make a clean incision.
Okay, I'll try to guide Alice, where she can make the incision and have Ghost ready to, do whatever he's gonna do. Good idea? Objections?
I don't see a single way this could go wrong.
What's a good plant that can be in the bloodstream?
A good plant?
Thinking algae.
I don't think any plant's good in the bloodstream.
Well, not whatever is in there.
Something less harmful than what it currently is.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
If you're turning
Well,
a single organism into another single organism, then plankton.
Is that a plant?
There are plant. I forget the term. I know phytoplankton means like animal-like plankton, and I think there's plant-like. I'm not sure.
Is plankton a plant? Yes. All right.
This is some wizardry nonsense.
We will, if Ghost is if the incision works, Ghost is able to put in. Ghost is going to try and infest him, the whatever it is, into plankton.
Okay.
I'm
So,
limited because it's got to be a CR0 plant or beast, and I don't think this guy wants a fucking chicken running around inside his bloodstream.
So, what roll are you looking to make, Alice?
Well, if it's just gonna be a slight incision, wouldn't that be? I was thinking that'd be like a sleight of hand.
I'll allow it. Go and roll a sleight of hand at advantage. With Hazir guiding you to make the incision. Ghost on standby, just in case. You were able to make an incision exactly where Hazir tells you.
All right.
And Hazir, you were guiding it for where this thingamabob is.
Yeah.
So Ghost is gonna try and stick a hand in. Here.
You're not sure if that did anything. other than open up another place for blood to come out of.
Do I see anything when I make a decision?
No. And Azir, you are confident that that's where you feel it. When did we lose Emmerich?
7 minutes.
So, you have man still bleeding from his orifices with a newly opened cavity.
Could be worse.
I'm going to use my mage hand to try and reach into the incision and just try to pull whatever it is out.
I'd say make a sleight of hand check. Wow. Okay. Apparently, you really want this to succeed. I'm gonna say that this is a unique interaction, so don't expect this to work every time. But you're able to manipulate your mage hand into grabbing this organism. So now your mage hand has a hold of an organism.
Is the organism visible to anyone?
Nope.
Okay.
If it's removed from the wound at all, I'm gonna stab it.
And this is what it happens on. That's funny. So you stab the organism, and unbeknownst to everybody else, you saw him just stabbing his own mage hand. But then his mage hand combusts into this black flame that then seems to travel up the blade, and then the blade just seems to absorb it like a sponge.
Does that normally happen, Hazir?
No.
Are you okay?
See. Yes, I should be fine.
Ghost is going to attempt to make more structure and try and put it in the others out.
He appears to heal.
Ah, now we can keep him alive.
Should I try acid again?
No.
Oh, okay.
Try a different orifice. Is he still bleeding profusely out his orifices, or?
No. Now the bleeding seems to be staunched. He does appear to be recovering.
Good job, Azir. It was like all you.
Well, that was fun. What now?
I think now we let them. I think we let everyone rest.
Is that even healing him?
Right now, no. But it doesn't appear to be the same as before. You are aware that he was under a status effect. Just because the curse goes away doesn't mean that necessarily goes away.
All right. Well, if he stopped bleeding out, well, Hazir, can you do anything for his leg?
I'm not the healer.
I mean, you're the plant stabber, investigator, stabber. I figured maybe you were the leg healer stabber.
That tracks.
See? Alice agrees. Is this gentleman unconscious now, or is he?
Yes, but he appears to be resting peacefully.
Should we move him now that he's not like taking over everything? Should we move him to their room?
Don't worry about that. You guys have done a phenomenal job as is. We can take care of it from here.
So, we were told to wait for a group that was coming back about noon. They would have a job for us. Was that you guys?
Yeah. Well, not a job per se. More
But
like
you wanted to talk to us.
yes.
Okay, well, we'll let you deal with him, and then we'll talk after then.
they start, gathering some stuff up to then take him up to the house. So, what does everybody want to do now that they're busying themselves doing that?
Well, since they don't really, they need their time to rest and recover. Just chill, relax, I guess. That was kind of tiring.
They said that was a fiend. Oh, there's dragons and fiends around.
Yeah, it seems that there's all sorts of things all around us all the time. I don't know what's going on in this lord's land, but it needs some serious cleaning up.
There's a lot of blood all over the place.
Oh, speaking of cleaning up, I suppose I could do something about that. Prestidigitation.
While they're talking, Thea leans over to Emmerich. You didn't have a way to deal with curses, did you?
Didn't learn that yet.
Okay, just making sure. I know paladins have holier than thou abilities. Maybe not as clericy.
Emmerich kind of reaches in his bag and grabs out a book, and he's like flipping through pages like, yeah, I haven't made it to that part in the manual yet. That's like chapter 5, and I'm only on like chapter 3.
Hey, question.
Yeah, no, fair.
Emmerich is showing up as just like not what it used to show up as.
Oh.
It's just like a white hooded face.
Whoops.
That's probably his old token.
This is like
the default.
Default, yeah. Oh, it looks like it changed on the top bar thing, but it's still there on the thing. I'm sure it'll update.
Yeah, it'll update eventually.
Oh, there it goes. I just had to click on him.
So, sounds like you got a little bit of time to kill anyway, until they're done getting their friend situated. What would you guys like to do next?
What time of the day is it?
It's what you would consider relative noon. Since it's a 29-hour day, there's no longer noon.
Just play some music on the harp.
Ooh. I'm not very good with medicine, and I'm not very good with animals, but I'm gonna go tend to their chocobos.
Cool.
Yes, I would like to go watch Ghost help. Check out these chocobos.
I will, you know what, the people that are resting, I will play my song of rest to help them.
That's not a bad idea. So I'm just gonna go down the line just to make sure everybody's covered. So Aikido and Simar are both going to tend to the chocobos. Alice is playing her flute,
Harp.
harp. Sorry, I knew it was something in that category. I know they're not in the same category. What would Emmerich be doing?
Emmerich in this time is just gonna be reading through this big. It kind of looks like a Bible, a big book, and he's just gonna be kind of just like flipping through pages so that kind of as quickly as possible. Every now and then he's gonna be like, he'll like put the book down and like he'll like make some signs with his fingers, and then he'll like stare at his fingers and then go back to reading. Like he's trying to understand what he's reading exactly. Not
Okay,
exactly an idiot, but you can tell that he probably doesn't fully get.
Yeah, gotcha. So there's definitely concepts in that book that don't necessarily he doesn't grasp quite yet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say occasionally when he looks up from his book, he's gonna see the same phenomena that Simimar has a couple times, and you see the hooded figure sitting in like just in an open field. He appears to be studying some sort of manual of alchemy because you can see potion bottles and alchembics and all sorts of alchemy sort of materials laying around. But then, you just kind of tilt your head and look in another direction for a second, and you see him walk out of the barn and go around the side of the barn. And then you look back and you just see that he's still sitting there. It's just I'm just gonna say until everybody gets used to it, it's going to be a confusing aspect.
Emmerich's just kind of like look like, wait a minute, wait, is it? Am I seeing stuff? Like kind of put his fingers to his neck. My pulse is fine.
Gotcha.
Did I eat today?
You're not sure if you have, actually.
It's like going through everything in his mind of like, am I losing it?
Yep, that's fair.
Didn't think it was going to happen this fast.
Hazir, what would you be up to in the short downtime?
Probably keep working on my feature, level 4.
Cool. A little later, I'm gonna say like maybe an hour or two later, as you guys are getting into your individual. Sorry, phone was being weird. As you get into your individual tasks or relaxations, whatever you're doing, a messenger comes from the big house requesting everybody's presence. Does everybody accept the invitation?
Yeah, let's go do the thing.
Yeah, I'll head over.
I will
Emmerich
follow,
will-
but behind everyone else.
Emmerich will close his book and follow.
Yes.
So as you get to the big house, you are ushered inside by a familiar butler. He leads you to like a sort of study where I didn't really describe them before, but I will describe them now. You will see a Warforged who looks eerily similar to an elf, and I don't mean like your stereotypical. They look like a robot. This looks more closer to what you'd consider like an android or like the Terminator. when he has the skin suit on. There is also.
Like, are they noticeably?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
you would definitely know. The second individual you would notice. Hang on, so let me. I can just pop them up. So that was the first person. The second person you see looks like this. And keep in mind, they do look a little bit better than they did before, but they all were pretty bloody. It's just the man who was injured the most looks like he took a lot more of the fighting. And where is Dylan's? I think this is his. Yeah. And you would see a rather tall for a kobold who is wearing full plate armor. But they would usher you in, offer you to take a seat.
Gladly.
Thank you again for earlier. And this is the kobold talking, by the way. If you had not done what you had done in the time frame that you had done it, I don't think Taki would have survived the night. I still don't fully understand what happened to him. But we were glad that more than capable individuals were around to help us save our friend.
Well, I mean, pretty much that was all his ear that saved your friend. The
He is
rest of
very
us just
capable.
had to muddled about.
I'm sure you're wondering why we wanted to have this face to face.
Is it because the ruler of Arcset's still an asshole who burns down other cities because they don't pay tribute?
Well, yes, that's definitely a deciding factor. But that doesn't honestly surprise us. We were aware that he is very corrupt. We just did not know how corrupt until our most recent outing. That creature we faced off against was his doing. Apparently, there was more going on in those sewers than even you stood to witness.
Were you able to figure out what kind of creatures those were in the sewers?
Fiends. I
Hellspawn.
believe our fly on the wall, if you will, overheard a conversation calling them something along the lines of Mesaloth?
Bless you.
They are apparently very dangerous creatures. Somewhat related to the legendary fiends known as Yugoloths. We don't know much more about them other than that. Our fly on the wall can only gather information by observation and overhearing conversation. And apparently, the individuals summoning these creatures didn't go into detail. They just she happened to overhear them call them by their creature name. Or species, if you will.
So these fiends are being summoned here.
Yes. And either Lord Baronroth is an oblivious idiot, which, believe me, he is many things, but he is not an idiot, or he has something to do with it. Even if he's not the one directly giving the orders, he's definitely allowing the individuals who are doing it to bring it forth. Unfortunately, we don't have much in the way of evidence that we could go and present to the ruling body. So
Well,
right now,
the
it would
ruling
be our
body
word
is his
against his.
cousin.
I
Lord
don't know.
Baronroth
Well,
is Lord Baronroth is related to Fenbrix, our emperor.
Yes, that's what he proclaimed. Why he has gained such power in town.
You see him flip through a book and seemingly write that down. I am very... Well, I'm not. Unfortunately, the man who could speak more in depth on the subject is unconscious at the moment, but I am fairly certain Taki would tell you that there is no way for an orc and a Leonin to be related.
Who's this Leonin?
Oh,
the Emperor.
Emperor
Yes, Emperor
Fenbrix.
Fembrix, the Grey Orc.
He's not an orc.
technically speaking, you don't have to be of the same species to be part of the same family. Adoption is a thing, you know.
Yes, but Emperor Fenbrix's family, shall we say, other than who his parents are, we are not aware of that. It is very publicly known, especially in the noble circles, that he only has 2 children and has never adopted. Now, granted, you are correct. If he had adopted and then hid it, perhaps that wasn't the case, but we were informed that he had received the title of Lord of Arcset through deception and bribery, not through connections.
Well, I guess that makes sense. If you gain the title by deception, you're not going to tell everybody that's how you... Black City's not as bad as he... As a member of Arcset, we have been told that Arcset was run the same way the Black City was, by orders of...
Yeah, we heard the same thing, but unfortunately, evidence is hard to come by, and even with your family's social standing, our word against his is not a great platform to base your accusations against.
That is why
'Cause-
he is still in power.
So, what I'm hearing is that if we want to actually stop him from doing what he's probably doing, we need to do it ourselves and in a way that we don't get captured by the basically like royal guards and executed.
That would be bad.
Yes. we don't expect you to. We don't expect you to take up this quest, shall we say? We cannot force this upon you. Only one of you is truly from Arcset. At least one of you that I'm aware. So we cannot force this upon you, but we are clearly undermanned for the task at hand, and it would be appreciated that if you have a note of honor, if you could assist us with this matter.
Say less. I'm in.
Seems like fun.
Wait a minute, that's a talking sword. The
He is
kobold
also the
actually looks
one-
confused.
Yes, he is the one that saved Taki.
It was one of those moments where he was not paying attention. He was too busy staring at his bloody friend. So he thought it was just someone in his peripheral, stabbing with the sword. He didn't realize the sword itself was actually floating and talking. He did not make this character smart.
What's in it for us?
Well, we have connections that could elevate your standing, or I guess it kind of depends on what you would want out of this. Our goal is to replace the Lord of Arcset and get it back on track to being, I guess, equivalent to everywhere else in the kingdom. So I guess once the new Lord is in power, we would have the leeway to give a decent favors or requests or compensation, if that is what you're looking for.
I mean, this all sounds well and good, but I think my question is, what if he's removed from power? Who do you? I'm assuming you already have people picked out to take his place.
Oh, that's not how it works. We would just be simply removing him from power. We don't have the ability to put someone in his place. The most likely candidate is sitting in this room, as he tilts a head over to Aikido. If not Aikido himself, then his father, who, interestingly enough, in social standing, actually is of higher noble rank than the Lord himself.
Well, the lies that he was related to Fenbrix. Why this has gone on as long as it has. If he is truly oppressing Arcset, then I would like to see him removed.
And as far as I'm aware, sorry, I can't remember your family's last name off the top of my head. It's Kai, right? Or Lee. The Lee family has run an upstanding business and has always been fair, as far as we know, to the community around them. Obviously, just like us, their hands are tied in the aspect that you can only do so much without getting yourselves condemned in the first place, as you all learned the hard way. That would be at least the first improvement. You're not going to die just because you got into a fight at a bar.
Oh, thanks for the reassurance.
So, how do these fiends and such come into the situation? Is he summoning them? I don't understand that part.
As we said, we don't know his involvement on anything concrete at the moment. Our running theories is either he's an idiot who doesn't see the signs, which he's many things, but he's not an idiot. So the more likely scenario is that he is either heading the operation himself, or someone within his inner circle is heading the operation, and he's just allowing it to happen.
The note that Thea read was from a Mr. Smith. Does that ring bells too?
Yes. But just to confirm something, roll me a history check.
Not bad at +0.
Actually, that's phenomenal at +0. Yeah, so, and this would be kind of obvious to everybody else, I suppose, but for you in particular, this is more prevalent. Mr. Smith is a moniker. It is usually taken up by someone of high standing who doesn't want their name associated with certain dealings, tasks, operations, wherever descriptor you would like to choose for that. It's a way for someone of high class to remain in obscurity. And like I said, it would be known to almost everybody here that that's a moniker that's used to mask your identity, but it's more popular in the noble circles when they're trying to do underhanded things. I will say the ironic thing is that I don't think any of your characters would even know a Mr. Smith.
So, well, I've never seen these creatures roaming the town. Found them in the sewer. Maybe we should return there and check it out.
About that. You have been gone a good
month and
span
a half.
of time. A good span of time. Yes, about a month and a half. They're not like crawling around the streets to the point where, someone could yell infestation, but our agent on the inside has had to dispatch a couple of them that she has followed to the surface. They're this organization that is summoning these creatures are getting bold to the point where they're loosening the leash that they have on them and allowing them to go to the surface. Luckily, that has worked in our favor, as we've been able to covertly remove them without any of the organization members finding out.
Right, but how long can you keep that up?
Hang on, I gotta look up the character's name. Grace is not weak. She is on par with us in terms of strength, but she did also convey to us in her last sending, that they are starting to attempt stronger creatures. They can consistently summon them as a lot, so now they're trying to summon. Oh, what was that? You see him flipping back through that notebook that you saw earlier. Oh, what is that thing called? What is that thing called? Hold on, I need to go to the map. Black Plains, Arcset. They have successfully summoned a few Dragloth.
I don't know what that is, but that sounds bad.
It's significantly larger than the Mesoloth, and described as almost. Do you know the old legends about werewolves? The half man, half wolves. Think that, but like she described it as 2 or 3 times bigger. As you see him just kind of span his arms out to his full like wingspan.
Yeah, this needs to stop.
At the mention of a massive monster that is significantly big, there's just like this look. Previously, Emmerich's kind of looked to be a bit, maybe space-headed, but at the mention of monsters that are considered to be giant or colossal, he kind of gets this serious look on his face. We need to deal with this one way or another.
Agreed.
Give me a few seconds, guys. I gotta use the bathroom real fast, so feel free to talk amongst yourselves.
Who's here?
Well,
Yes.
If one of these beans sticks us with that death-dying plant thing, can you remove it from us again?
Maybe?
Good to know. Sorry, Simon.
nope, all good. I was just gonna mention that besides the fact that this has to stop, we need to train, but we're going up against the clock, so to speak.
I believe the last time we trained, we let the dough slip through our fingers.
Right, but
Because we didn't see any of those
we didn't see
gargantuan
bigger
wolves in the sewers. We just saw like the multi-armed cockroaches, I think we called them.
Yeah, the euglyphs. I mean, euglyphs is my character doesn't know that, but
Well, they told us. They told us they were a form of the euglyph.
Right. The thing is though, is one, they didn't ask us to go back in and investigate immediately, so that I think right there is the key missed opportunity. But also, fighting fiends with our capabilities back then, we barely survived making out of those sewers. In fact, one of us died.
Yeah, well, we got a new
Tuki
guy.
die?
One died in the prison. He never made it
that
out.
too.
I think like he had some contract with some cockroach sort of, and like when he fell, they killed him and then gave me his body.
I'm so sad that didn't get to be a thing any longer. It was such a cool feature. Sorry, out of character. Anyway.
Well, either way, we were not prepared to face such things because a couple of wrong moves, or even one wrong move, we would probably all die down there.
But if those creatures continued out, fell off the tent.
Yes, which is why I say we need to prepare smartly, and hopefully with the help of these senior adventurers to deal with this issue quickly.
So we need to do like we need to do like a matrix and say, I need weapons, lots of weapons.
I don't know what this matrix is, but it sounds cool.
I think it's some kind of medication.
Sounds like it would be cool once, but not after that.
You got
Just
any of these
imagine like a
matrix
shelf showing
builds?
up with like 1,000 Hazias.
I mean, that would be pretty awesome.
Well, senior adventures. Do you have anything that could aid us to go back?
Well, I'm sure Taki wouldn't mind you using his special training ground.
Special training ground.
It is a special place blessed by a divine of time that he is in the service of. It, depending on how hard you want to go, shall we say, you can shorten training time exponentially.
I feel like there's a but in there.
Oh no, there's no but. It's just the difficulty increases the quicker you want to get it done. So, say, as an example, it usually takes a fine warrior like myself, as he kind of brushes off his plate mail a little bit. A fine warrior like myself, 2 weeks or so to learn a new skill or become proficient with a weapon. In this place, if I'm willing to take the punishment, I could do it in a day. But you can also not take less punishment. So say I wanted to do it in a week, I could do it in a week.
Right. I guess the question that I have is, what is it, like just us training normally but quickly, or are we like fighting something? What are we training with?
It depends. If you're not going balls to the wall, then it's just more of a endurance type thing. You can learn your features quicker, but it is taxing on your body. If you want to do it at maximum speed, it is taxing on your body, and you may have to fight the equivalent of what you're trying to learn.
Well,
What the like an actual physical manifestation or like?
Yes,
Okay.
the training ground has the ability to bring forth creatures. They are only illusions, but trust me when I say they hurt enough.
And if we fail, do we actually die?
No, you keep your progress as far as I'm aware. It's just you may have to reattempt again.
Well,
But no, you will not die within the training ground.
How much time would you say gets the progression we make in our strides for whatever it is?
I'm
versus
pretty sure
doing it
he
normal?
said it's as much as we want.
Taki has
Well,
completed a year's worth of training in a single day.
jeez.
That
All
But
seems
right.
methodolic.
he looked worse than he does right now after that day.
I mean,
Well,
I don't
it's.
really have anything to train that bad.
I mean, I do. My goal is not to get killed by a comet or some atomic spell or some other explosion, so I need all the power that I can get. So I'm down for the hardest training available.
And besides that, that is just to help train yourself. We can, depending on what. How do I play this? Depending on if the request is reasonable, we may also be able to attain you assets to make your life easier.
Assets.
Well, for a paladin like yourself, something like a finer hammer, one imbued with magic, or maybe a set of armor that's easier to put on and take off, or something that could be obtained and would not be missed as readily as some other items.
Okay. Would we be able to take on these trials together, or would we have to take them on alone?
We've never tried that. Most of the time, most of us don't use Taki's training ground. I'm a strong fighter, but my own self is my worst enemy. Although after yesterday, I think that's going to change. That thing is my worst enemy. But it couldn't hurt to try.
My thinking is, if we all were to go in together and help each other with our trials and such, we could expedite this.
That certainly would make it helpful.
I mean, let's do it. Time's a wasted.
And in the interim of us doing that, we'll likely gain something new. Even if we're helping someone else, that's still experience for us in a fight.
Yes, he is correct from that perspective.
Well, then I will help you guys.
You have my sword, as Taki holds out. Not Taki. Thea holds out his giant greatsword that he's holding with one hand.
Wait,
I start
who
to
are you
reach for
giving your
my
sword
hand.
to?
I start to reach for my hand axe and go,
I've got my own sword. Thank you, though.
I don't think you have wooden sticks.
Okay.
But I thought we were all just stating the stuff that we already have.
Anyway.
Let's do this.
Okay.
All right. Give me like 2 minutes to populate this real quick.
All right.
Why is this map eternally dark?
Oh, I'm not the only one that has that problem.
Emmerich, last time we had leveled up to 4. Did you level up to 4?
I was just about to ask. All right.
So, in this game, when we require downtime to do stuff, but does your paladin gain anything that he didn't already have going to level 4 other than?
Let me look. Actually.
What'd you say that macro was called, Grim? That lets me populate people.
For the group,
Yeah.
it would be it would say Monday something.
Okay.
No, it's just feat or ability score improvement. That's it.
Okay. So you'll gain that. You gain if your your lay on hands increases, you'll gain that. If you gain extra spells or whatever, you gain that. And in this campaign, once you reach character level 4, you get a bonus feat. So you can pick 2 feats, and feats are automatic. You don't have to downtime for them.
I like to think of feats as more like something that was already locked in your character that reaching level 4 just unlocks.
Okay.
Or
Like
whatever level you gain the feat on, because I mean, I'm
Yeah.
level 4. I haven't gotten a feat yet.
You
Well,
should have the
it-
bonus feat.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
you hit character level 4.
Bonus feat.
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't aware that that was a thing.
Sorry.
You were here last campaign.
You know what?
Level 4
really
was
That was a
like a
long
year
time
ago.
Wait,
That's fair. That's fair. That was a very long time ago for us.
I don't even know.
Okay.
So Alice, you do get a bonus feat.
Yes.
Sorry.
Okay, well, I know what the feat was that I wanted to take at level 4 Bard, so I'll just take that now and then figure out what feat I want to take next.
There you go.
Alright, I can figure out how to add that in.
Was
no
it one of the
downtime.
homebrew ones, or?
No, the first one I wanted to take was Skill Expert.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, Grim, roll me D14.
It went to Twitch. 4. No, that's a 5. I can't read.
It doesn't look like that plugin's working, by the way, Grim. At least not, like not to actually getting to the.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to look up right now.
I'll have to plug in I'll have to redo the token stuff later. You said that was a what?
5.
Five.
Was it appropriate?
You're going to think so. Somebody roll me 2d20.
26 total. You got an 8 and an 18 if that matters.
That's a thing.
That's not good.
What?
Okay, cool. So you were led into this space, or showed rather, into this space that looks, kind of just looks like a grass ring, to be honest, from the outside. It just looks like someone took a little bit of too much landscaping and scalped like this huge dirt ring around this patch of grass. And then they just motion you to step inside.
Step in. Ghost and ghost.
Despite my better judgment, sure, why not?
Alright, so drag everybody here. And as you walk in, the space appears to change to this just infinite white room. A moment or two passes, and one of the higher level adventurers seems to scroll what looks like an illusionary number, and it appears to go all the way to 10. He presses the button and then walks out. This white room then shifts into what looks like a Colosseum-style arena, where you see two of these bad boys waiting for you.
Oh boy. Question. So I see ghosts. Ghosts is plural appearing. Are we allowed to pre-buff before these things are summoned?
Yeah, the fight has not started yet. You have to engage. Well, okay, so you have to engage them.
Ah.
They aren't just attacking you.
Oh, thank goodness. Alright, these two dragons conveniently are the same type and color as the ones that burned down the town.
Oh, you think I was laughing?
The fucking irony of this.
Yes.
So, comparing sizes, I believe that they were called wormlings, so these things are much larger. Yeah. Alright. So we're just gonna go ahead and pop our Radiant Soul off now. Get that going. Shillelagh. I don't think I really have too much. I guess I'll get my speed up. Since we're going all in, I'll spend 20 to go 4 times my movement speed.
Fair.
I am not gonna Hunter's Mark yet because as soon as I do so, I'm assuming combat will start. So I will wait for everyone else to be good. Those are dragons, not any of those. Were we rested from saving the dude? Like, it was next day when we started this, right?
Yes.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, we started the session off with a long rest. Yeah, so you guys get whatever buffs you want ready. We'll be back in a second.
So from what I've seen about dragons, they like to breathe fire, so I would suggest splitting the heck up. So I'm a zippy on down doodle way the fuck out down here, you know what I mean?
I suppose we need to stay inside the circle, or is it possible to? Are these walls? Can I climb up on the walls?
God has left the building.
Damn it, God.
They are walls. They are 15 feet high.
Okay, can I climb up to the top of one of the wall, or I guess it's one wall, but
Yeah.
Well, not that it's gonna do much good, but I will also precast. Let's see. Does this actually last next before the spell ends? Yeah, it lasts for a minute concentration. I will precast Ensnaring Strike on myself. Because why not?
Not really a good place to hide here, is there?
Nope. It is very open.
That's perfect for someone who likes to hide. No problem there. It's fine. I'll make do.
Everybody good? Everybody prepped?
You could say that.
Let me check.
Has everyone spread sufficiently out enough? Oh, yes. That looks like a cone waiting to happen. Aikido. I mean, I guess it's all you, so. Technically.
I mean, the sword's not there. Sword's in the.
Right.
Wait, who is that? That's like right up in their face.
That is the hooded figure of Thea.
Oh, okay.
He's crazy. Just don't worry about it. Just 1 second. I need to make a slight adjustment on Thea because I didn't realize he didn't have it. I cannot remember what that one is. Oh, one was literally interfering with the other. Okay. Fixed it. There we go. Alright, Thea's looking at everybody saying, good? Just kind of giving a thumbs up behind him.
I guess we'll just move over there. It's like, I guess I'm ready.
I guess Emmerich will move right about there. Let's go with there.
All right, let's just try to focus on killing one of these things for now. That sounds like
And just as
initiative
a reminder,
rules.
if any of them happen to fall asleep, let them sleep. Not saying it's going to happen, just if it does.
So if they fall asleep, we investigate them.
Just let them sleep. Do you like to be woken up when you're asleep?
Depends on how bad of a nightmare I'm having.
I think this is going to be a pretty bad one.
You want to be closer, Hazir?
It doesn't have to be on the first turn, but at some point I'd need to be within 20 feet.
Fair enough.
Okie dokie. Alice said she needs to roll me initiative, and then Thea will make the first strike.
Oh, did I forget to do that?
Oh my god, somebody that had a lower initiative than me for once?
Why is everyone's like picture at the top? Is that new?
It is a new mod. If you don't like it, there's a little carousel on the left side.
Oh,
You can
I
click
can
that to get
move
rid of it.
it. That makes things
Yes.
better. Okay, because it was blocking my view of things, and I didn't like that. But okay.
Yes.
Ow.
That sounded loud and annoying.
I apparently hadn't clicked on that screen in a while.
All the noises from the whole game.
Basically, yeah. I don't know why it feels the need to do that, but sure.
Catch.
Alright, well, first it'll be Thea. Oh, I see what you mean. That's actually just pretty cool that it shows that. Does Thea have any of the features yet? No, he doesn't. This is gonna be disappointing. Oh, I didn't adjust for that, but that's fine. So he is going to make an attack. A 26 to hit. It hits.
That's good.
And you're going to see that this deals a lot more damage than you expect it to. As he brings back down this katana with both hands and just swings really hard into this creature's chest. Blood erupts from it. You know what? He'll risk it. He's gonna try to get away. So that means each one gets to make one attack at him. First one misses. Second one misses. 25. 30. That will be his turn. So then that brings combat to Hazir.
All right, I'll use my action to take on the striker stance. Add a d4 to damage. I'll also activate my massive damage. Spend 20 energy.
Okay.
And the new feature that I got is the check an action, bonus action?
It is just you're going to attempt to do this.
Okay, I'll attempt to do that.
Okay.
21.
Aikido. I assume, Hazir, you're being held by Aikido still?
I would be sheathed, but yeah.
Oh yeah, no, he's gonna feel this. Aikido. You don't know why, but you get that feeling of when you're walking through mud, it sticks to you. All of a sudden, Hazir seems to have the same sort of icky, sticky feeling to him, and he's giving off this like purplish glow inside the scabbard.
Run out of stuff.
That's it for my turn.
Alice.
Okay. Let's see. I'm going to run along the top of the wall there. About right. Oh, how does that put me further away from this thing? Okay. Let's see. I can move to right there. And that one I will just aim my bow, and actually this one, because seminar's right there. Aim my bow and try to shoot it. I have a feeling that that's gonna miss.
One second. You roll a 12. Mysteriously, a shot you draw the bow back and shoot the arrow, and as it looks like it goes wide, this invisible force seems to push the arrow trajectory just enough for it to actually impact into that dragon.
Okay.
Want to make the damage roll.
And since Seminar is right there, I get to do the sneak attack, right?
Correct.
That's 1d6 at level 1, right?
It might add it. If you do the damage, it might give you an option to saying, do you want to?
Okay, so I've hit damage. It doesn't give me anything, it just has situational bonus, question mark.
I think it's after you hit the actual damage. Did it pop up?
No.
Okay, maybe Foundry's too smart and it figures that that it missed. Sorry.
Okay.
So what level of rogue are you again?
1.
So I think that's like 1d6. Let me just double check. Yes, it's
Correct.
1d6.
Okay, I'll just... Oh, woo!
Damage is damage.
And can I do a Arcana check to see if there's a magic of the battle?
Yep. Hey, you finally got one.
Oh, did I? Awesome.
There is magic of the combat.
right there. I sent it to your private channel.
Ah. Okay. I'm just gonna shout out to everyone. Hey, God is either with us or against us. I can't tell.
That is a great way to describe that one.
That's it for me.
Emmerich's only response: "Which god?"
Jay.
It is the dragon's turn. And it sees an ample opportunity. Actually, I'll move up a little bit first. Then it sees an ample opportunity. Ghost 2.0, Aikido, and Hazir. It figures that Hazir would roll a natural 20 against fire damage.
As this goes off, Ghost is going to take all the damage.
Okay. It just snorts some steam at you and ends its turn. 10, 20, 25.
Death.
Yeah. Actually, no. Thea would use this opportunity to activate his own power. You guys see Thea starts to vibrate left to right a little bit. And a second Thea appears.
Do I need to get glasses again?
No,
Oh.
I'm seeing double as well.
Okay. I'd rather not wear glasses again.
It can only make one attack, but it's worth it. To hit, that hits. I'm gonna say, to be fair, this new Thea runs up to him and tries to do the same epic slash that the first one did. And at first it looks like the attack is going to impact. Until it's like the creature turns intangible for a second and the sword just passes through him. It's the end of Thea's turn. Aikido.
Wow, not happy. So with both weapons on my weapons sheath, I'm going to draw both scimitars. Well, one scimitar and one Hazir. And as I do, Ghost is going to appear behind this dragon. And it is going to attack the dragon. For a crit. Does that go through?
Yes.
I'll use my reaction to use Withering Strike at an additional D4 necrotic.
Does that become 2d4 because of the crit?
Yes.
Nice.
So 1 doubled to 2. And does the special property of this quick draw happen, or?
Yes.
I have a macro for like consuming 4 limbs. You want me to click that, or?
1 second. So before we get to your quick draw, Hazir, roll me a d20. Okay then. Crits are your friend today, apparently.
What's it, like the fifth one?
No. No.
No.
Oh my god. Of all the ones to freaking get. Alright, he needs to make a con save. I hadn't really decided what that was going to be against yet, so. You use Charisma as one of your spellcasting modifiers, right?
Yep.
So that's 8 plus 10 plus. Or, 8 plus 2 plus 5?
Yep.
So 15. So he needs to roll a 15 or better. This creature seems to reel from the strike that you inflicted upon it. And as Ghost's attack goes through and the extension of Hazir is transferred through Ghost, you watch this this red dragon turn purple with green polka dots.
What?
Did I eat something bad?
I'm seeing it too, don't worry.
Okay, good.
And as it's turning green and purple, does its right, what could be considered arm, fall off?
Yes, its right foreleg falls off. Trying to. How would I? This is a new status effect. Right,
I will create one between.
I'll write it in right now, just so I have something to look at.
As long as it's not the status effect of post nut clarity, we're good. It's a hard one to justify.
I'm just gonna go with that one right now. I know that's concentration, but we don't have a better one. And that's to remind me. Oh, no.
Is it okay for me to continue off with the attacks?
Yes.
As Akito pulls out the Hazir and the Scimitar, turns the dragon polka dot, lops off an arm, and then Ghost just continues to like miss several other times. Move up to there. And
other dragon's turn. Seeing that its friend does not look very good.
It
Yes.
provokes an attack of opportunity,
Yep.
and I will gladly attempt it. I can't cast cantrips as reaction, so poke, grab that. No booming blades, so shillelagh. There we go. I did not make an attack roll with that. Or
So go ahead and just
did
make
it?
an attack roll.
Right. Uh, 14.
Unfortunately, a 14 is a miss.
Okay.
It is then going to fire its breath attack. Looking very confused because it thought that its brother had already killed that creature the first time. That will be the end of his turn. Emmerich.
All right. So let's see. Yeah. Emmerich's gonna get up in his face and take a swing with his warhammer, but he's gonna do what he knows best, and he's gonna put it all on it. So as soon as I can figure out where my thing is. Great. Where is my channel divinity? Alright, gonna use Channel Divinity Guiding Strike. And he's gonna hit him with a wait, is it a Thunderous Smite. So let me actually roll the hammer hit first. Oh yeah, that's right, I gotta click on him first. Whoops. Alright. Attack.
So that would be a 20 because you added the plus 10 with the guiding strike.
Yeah. So that does a 20 hit?
It does.
Okay. Alright. So then there's... Wait, don't I have something else in here? Combat technique, critical strike. So technically, the margin of crits for Emmerich is like 17 to 20, I think. Because of a critical strike.
Right.
Okay.
But that's only if you roll it on the D20. That's only on the D20.
Okay, yeah. That's only on the D20. Okay. That's cool. It won't let me do the damage roll because technically I missed. Oh wait, nope. There it goes. I'm just got a terrible connection. All right, there's that, and I'm gonna hit my smite. Thunderous smite. Yes. And normal.
So this is succeed on strength if not prone. Oh, what is your DC?
14.
So it succeeds against the knock prone, but still takes the 11 plus the 9. So that's 20 damage. Takes a little chunk out of it. Well, not little.
Alright.
It's actually pretty decent size.
So that's gonna end his turn.
Some more.
Alrighty. Somehow I'm not dead. We are going to maneuver over to this dragon. And we're going to go ahead and use Booming Blade on it.
Okay.
Attack. Normal. 15's going to be a miss unless Magic is the Day does something. Which I'm going to roll an Arcana for. Hey, my first one.
Yes, Magic of the Day will do something. You hit.
Oh, nice. Alright, so... Normal. So we have 9 damage from the shillelagh. Then I have to do my... It is now affected by Ensnaring Strike. You take 1 damage and it has to make a strength save at advantage.
Oh, I rolled as you.
Oops. That's awkward.
It succeeds.
Alright. Well, that was that. Bonus action, because I haven't cast an actual spell, I will Hunter's Mark the dragon.
There.
And then it takes 4 Radiant from Radiant Soul. And that's my turn.
Back to you, Hazir.
Alright, I'm going to fly up to this dragon. And I'm going to try to attack. Nice. And I'm going to fall back to Aikido. And I have mobility, so I don't provoke the opportunity attack.
Okay.
That's it.
Alice.
Oh, okay. Let's see. I'm going to move along the wall to right there and aim at this one and try to hit it with the bow. What was that symbol again?
You're not sure. So the symbol is Hunter's Mark.
Okay. It doesn't give me like advantage on the attack or anything, right?
No.
Okay. Oh, that hits, I
Hit.
suppose.
Yep.
Right, then that lets me do sneak attack because Similar's right there. And
It seems to take a lot more damage than you expect.
yeah, that's all I'm gonna do.
Okay. Hey, I'm not dead. The other one was dead.
That's the problem of having a player character at wins.
So this one's gonna turn and make some attacks at you, Simar.
All right.
Apparently it hits. I don't know what the number is though because it asks for reaction before the roll. Apparently.
Right. I should have 2 spell points left.
It is a 22.
Ensnaring Strike and Ensnaring Strike and Hunter's Mark. Don't know why I'm out of spell points.
You cast Ensnaring Strike twice.
Oh, I did that on accident. Okay.
Yeah.
Good call.
Alright, so I will shield for 25 armor class.
Okay, so the first attack misses you. Second attack at you. It's a 29, so I don't think you can block that.
No, that hits.
And this is going to feel like it hits a lot harder than you expected to.
I'll be fine.
And then, so that leaves... Step up to you, Aikido. You've been giving him trouble all game.
I have not touched anybody.
Well, you're also the only thing that it can see to attack, so...
Ow!
Sorry, did you have a reaction you wanted to use?
Yeah, ow!
Okay, fair enough. That's the end of his turn. You guys got this. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Can't seem to get close enough, so he's just gonna drop the sword and draw a bow. And deal some extra damage. Appreciate it. And that's pretty much it. Keto.
Azir, when you flew back to my hand?
I flew back to the sheath.
So with one scimitar in one hand, nothing in the other, I quickly resheath offhand scimitar and pull out Azir and new scimitar, and Ghost is going to place this.
You gonna let that stand, or you want to let chaos reign?
Let chaos reign.
Come on, meteors. Oh, that's not the one I thought it was. Okay. Roll a d10. You
9.
regain 9 hit points. And go ahead and roll that
Thank-
at that attack at advantage. $26 does hit.
So the other one comes across the other way.
This doesn't turn into a crystal, it just kind of fades away.
Gotcha. As Ghost appears, because Akito is teed off, she goes to miss, but Chaos wouldn't be fate, so Chaos twists her blade, strikes true, falls in with the other scimitar to take out that one dragon, and then moves over and proceeds to slice and dice brother.
Fair.
And I'm gonna move forward this way a little bit, get Hazir closer. Yeah. And end a turn.
Well, this one hasn't figured out any better. It's gonna step out of range of you, Ghost. So if you'd like to take an attack of opportunity,
Yeah. So here's a question, Hazir. With the ability, I understand we get the massive damage all the time, but do I get the D4 off turn also?
No, it's once per round. Each of us get to use 1d4.
Okay, so the whole combat round, not. Gotcha.
Right.
that hits.
That was react. Cute.
Yep. You killed its brother. And Emmerich is just collateral damage. Damn it.
Alright. Oof.
Collateral damage indeed. But that is its turn.
This is about we had this?
Emmerich, make a death save for me.
Alrighty.
It hit you so your health bar has just decided to give up apparently and just tells you you're dead. That's funny.
I'm trying to do a death save. You do not have death saves because you have a what? Positive number.
There.
Because you have a positive number hit points. Oh, okay. I guess.
Well, you succeed on your first death save. That's funny though. It literally hit you so hard that the game was just like, no.
No, he needs to make a new character now. I hope you got backups.
But yeah, so still clinging to life. The shadowy gates have not claimed you just yet. Simar, you also need to make a death save.
But I auto stabilize.
Oh, that's right.
You had to make a death save until you realized you autoed.
Is this the afterlife finally coming for me?
Oh. Sorry, Hazir. We were 20 feet away.
Okay. Azir, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Mm. There's nothing I can really do. I'll resheath myself and I'll ready an action to attack if the dragon comes within reach.
Okay. Alice.
Alright, let's see here. Alright, yeah, I'm just gonna aim at the bow again. Ooh, not good.
Unfortunately, even the magic can't help you with that one.
Alright, let's see. Aikido, I'm going to pull out my harp and do bardic inspiration. And
Your feeling expired whether you want to or not.
I'm also going to move down the wall a little bit that way, and that's it for me.
Thea is going to draw a dagger, so that he has a katana in one hand and a dagger in another. And he's just going to try to slash him with the katana. Unfortunately, his blade again just seems to go translucent, and it goes right through the dragon, and not in a good way. Aikido.
So we are cross anime, right? A little bit. So arms on Azir, hand on Azir, hand on the other scimitar across my body, head forward as I run forward. As I get there and I draw the stars and Hazir, Ghost will appear behind and slash at this guy.
Okay.
But because I have the Bardic Inspiration, I'm gonna attack from.
Okay.
Got a 13. So the D.
It's up to you.
You know, I'll do it. 17.
Oh, and that's a natural 1. Oh, wait. No. Why did it treat it like it was a natural 1? That's weird. Whatever. It was not a natural 1.
No, it was a natural 1.
Was it?
Yeah, I'm gonna let Chaos Rain on that one.
Okay. Well, that would explain the wah wah. Oh no. Don't tell me it's gone. Well, that's not cool. My table, that is gone.
We lost that?
Apparently the Redditor took the post down.
What happened?
A random table for trying to not have.
I don't know if that's a great curse or not, but it'll work. You are aware you are inflicted with a curse.
Everyone's cursed.
Curses, literally.
So go ahead and.
So 29. The advantage turns into a 29 for 20.
This one would suck just on principle. You find that does not hit.
Hit.
Oh, you're fine.
21.
Yes.
Crit.
I'd like to say it doesn't hit, but I don't have any more dice to add or subtract, so it hits.
So as I anime style run up, and then chaos ensues again. I get some curse, which I will look up after this. Ghost just slices and dices from behind. Then I'm gonna spend my action surge
Okay.
Say, Emric.
All right, death save time.
Nope, I'm gonna.
You can bring you back.
You're not out of this yet. And because I believe I meet Hosier's requirement.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my reaction to attack the dragon.
Yep.
Oh, hold on. Yeah, I'll let Chaos Rain.
This one likes you. He needs to make a dex save. He succeeds, so none of it hits him. As 83 pieces of iridium fall from the sky, kind of littering the area around you.
As a note before I end my turn, when I turned to Emric, I had to turn left the whole time to then touch him to put some blood back into him.
Yep.
Mm.
All right. 1 second. Dragon's turn. And it's gonna start attack. Well, actually, hang on. Always forget. The auto roller stopped auto rolling things. So it's gonna take a bite at you, Aikido. And miss. Take a claw attack at you, Aikido. And hit.
Ow.
Take another claw attack at you, Aikido. And hit. It's the end of his turn. Emric, you are on the ground, but you're alive.
So first things first, gotta get up. And obviously, he didn't like being roasted a moment ago. So he's
Fair.
gonna strike back in retaliation. I just realized that I picked something stupid for my. Do you allow attacks of opportunity, or was
Yeah.
it flanking that you had rules against?
I don't use flanking, but attacks of opportunity do happen.
Okay, just making sure.
Unless a feature explicitly says I give you flanking, because I know there's an anime power that does that.
I'm at disadvantage. Oh, yeah, I have to get up first. Whoops. So, how do I get up? The legendary question.
Oh, so if you click your person, and then there should be like a little person icon with an, like an aura. Yeah. Then all you have to do is
Going the wrong way. There you go.
yeah,
You're going the right way now.
You right click instead of left click when you're trying to remove ones.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
There we go. All right, so try this again. This time with less failure.
Once
Attack.
more with healing.
24
That
hit.
hits.
And what was my actual roll? 18. I believe that's a crit for me.
Sounds right.
Because it's at this point, it's like between 17 and 20 is my quick crit threshold. So, that's 20 damage.
That dragon looks like it's hurting.
It's too late to do a smite now, so. With that, he's gonna end his turn.
Some more.
Next.
Training real hard on the ground right.
Right. Oh, right. Roll me a d4.
A D4, you say? I gotcha. Doop 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 doop.
Hands is over here doing the greatest nap training ever.
If no one gets to you within an hour, you will be awake.
God damn.
That's actually a really good roll. Azir, do you have what it takes to kill this dragon?
Gonna try.
Yes.
What the hell? All right, it hits, certainly. You feel like that was 8 times more than necessary.
You just hear a muffled ooh.
As the last dragon fades out of this plane, the arena goes back to being a blank white room. So, for winning this level of combat, it only takes basically you've already learned all your level 4 stuff. Additionally, because you went to level 10 rather than one of the other numbers, you also all gain a level. You can consider yourselves level 5.
Oh shit. Nice.
Should we just set our experience at level 5?
Yes.
So 6,500.
Yeah, so that's, consider it as if you gained 3,800 experience. And I'm saying that a very specific way for a very specific reason.
Wait, hold on. I think the thing just freaked my XP bar out. Whoops. 6,500. I'm not level 8. Fuck. I am now level 8. I don't know what to do.
What have you done? You broke it.
I broke it. Oh, I see why.
Go to
because
features and drop down.
It's because it put Ranger instead of Horizon Walker Ranger at 4.
Got it.
There we go. So
It
now
went up.
all is right with the world. And you said that we also gained all of the features for level 4.
Yep. And you gain all the features for level 5. If you had any
nice.
learned features. If it was something that you would
I
have just
do.
unlocked like extra attack, you'd be fine.
Aikido at level 5, my the damage die from the stance goes up to a D6.
Nice.
and the damage from my reaction goes up to 2d6.
Oh, that's a big jump.
Yeah.
Well, I
So-
just got a pretty decent power leap myself.
Yeah, and upon reaching 5th level, you get to pick an anime, and are we okay to that anime? You have to.
For the anime, I would say you can pick it, but you're going to need downtime to actually experiment with it. And remember, there are certain ones that are locked, so be sure to check the. Did we put in rules and info? Yes.
Right.
Under rules and info, there are certain ones that are locked. That means that while they do exist, they cannot be obtained through normal methods. They have to be found, and found only. And there is a reason for that.
But we can put ranks into the second anime power. We just have to spend downtime to unlock it.
Yeah. So basically, you can choose it, put it on your sheet as rank 0, and then you need downtime to get your first rank out of it.
Gotcha. Okay.
After that, then it's just business as usual. Just keep in mind, you only get 1 anime point per level. So depending on how you distribute them, you may run out quickly. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I was going to look at Taki, because Taki has what I'm looking for. It's Eiatsu style, that's what I thought. I need spell point. Why would I want spell point? Oh, it's because I'm leveling the wrong thing.
I don't think I have 14 spell points.
Why is that what it's trying to give you?
Yeah. I do have second level spell slots, though.
What is your level?
4 ranger, 1 sorcerer.
So you get 4 from the sorcerer.
And I should be getting 6 from ranger.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed it.